Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. Before I jump into the charts, just want to mention that wickedstocks.com offers a 5-day free trial. Last week, we put out 2 stock picks, as we do every week. Super Microcomputer, Fudu Holdings. We also have weekly Apple stock analysis every single week, weekly S&P 500, weekly NASDAQ 100, daily Triple Q, daily SPY analysis, all for one complete subscription. You can check out the entire package for 5 days, no cost to you whatsoever, by going to wickedstocks.com and signing up. And if you stick around, you will be charged, but you can bow out on your 5th day at no cost to you whatsoever. I have a feeling, though, after you see everything that we provide, that you just might stick around for a while, because it will really sharpen your market timing for the broader indexes. Gives you these 2 stock picks. Everything that you see in Tesla and NVIDIA, we do with the stock picks. We provide big picture analysis, clearly defined buy and sell signals. Anyway, Tesla. Weekly chart goes back over 5 years. We dove below 344.44 last week, spent a couple of days below it, but with big picture, longer term moves, and that really is kind of 3 to 5 weeks out to 3 to 5 months. I really wait for the weekly settlements above or below key levels before making an assumption as to what the directional dynamic will be over the following 3 to 5 weeks or 3 to 5 months. And because we did not close below 344.44, one must still consider this a zone of support that can be bought down to 340.80 still, and above which, not anytime soon. I'm not expecting a V-shaped rally out of here, although I wouldn't be surprised given the history of Tesla. That is certainly capable of doing so. But I do think over the next 3 to 5 months or sooner, that 506.91 5-year channel top is in reach. One of the signals in terms of an aggressive follow-through up to 506.91 would be, this is the daily chart, a settlement above the 402.86 to 416.62 region, these newly formed descending channel tops that I think are now considered realistic 2 to 3 week objectives, holding above the low 340s, holding above the 340.80 to 344.44 region, will keep 402 to 416 in reach, dropping daily over the next 2 to 3 weeks. And yes, 506.91 over the next 3 to 5 months. If we were over the next 2 to 3 weeks to close above 416.62, this is then more of a 1 to 2 month objective up to 506.91, where the market encounters long-term resistance able to contain quarterly buying pressures. If you're a longer-term position holder, just know I think you can stay long above the low 340s, anticipating the low 500 region as we continue, say, into the middle part of the year. I think that is realistic. And, if you're looking to add more to a long position, that would come with a settlement above 416.62. This is all big picture analysis. But for the day, we've got 360.44. Now, this is a very day tradable level. This is a point that I want to see the market close above to pull away more to the upside. In other words, I just mentioned that you can stay long above the low 340s, 340.80 to 344.44. Maybe you got long late last week because of that. But I do want to see a settlement today above 360.44 as a secondary show of strength. If we do close today above 360.44, 387.53 becomes a 3 to 5 day target. That could be within 1 to 3 days. That is a 3/8 upside Fibonacci from the December high against that more recent low from about a week ago. And yes, closing above 360.44 is a 1 to 2 week rally to 402.86 to 416.62. Now, I'd already mentioned how I expect 402.86 to 416.62 over the next 2 to 3 weeks, holding above 344.44. But if you're looking to go long up to 402.86 to 416.62 and you haven't already, I do think a settlement above 360.44 is your next clear buy signal on strength. And then within a couple of weeks, 402.86 to 416.62 is likely, where we could top out by that point in time, possibly through the month of March, and fall away again back into the low 340s. closing above 416.62, once again, is your indication for no more retesting of the low 340s, but rather onward and upward into the low 500 region, that 506.91 level, able to contain buying on a quarterly, possibly annual basis. Downside. Let's take a look at the downside. We do have 325.10. I don't expect this today. That would be kind of a wild swing. What I think is quite possible today is low 340s low for the day, a 360.44 high. If we push or open today above 360.44, once again, we're allowing 387.53 on an intraday basis. All the minor points on the way up are carefully chosen. They all have a legitimate resistance to them. 373.04 is this low from several months ago. We could have made that an intraday resistance, and 387.53 could be session containment. These could have been weighted a little differently, but I'm comfortable with kind of the way this market could pop to the upside with an open today above 360.44. Being a first day of the week after a long weekend, we just might see 387.53 by the closing bell. And if we close above 360.44, expect the 402.86 to 416.62 region within a week or two. But getting back to, the downside, let's just say that closing today below 340.80, 325.10 likely within a day or two. I'm not crazy about staying long, with a settlement today below 340.80. If you want to hold out for the possibility of a Friday settlement back above 344.44, I don't see it as a clear-cut sell signal all the way down to 297.86 this week. But I am also in the same vein, not interested in staying long. With a settlement today below 340.80, I do think the risk is then to the downside. Clearly, if we were to close below last week's 325.10 low over the following day or two, then yes, 297.86 in reach by Friday's close. So if on Wednesday or Thursday we close below 325.10, and keep in mind that this is Tuesday now, Monday's already gone because it was President's Day, so I'm kind of mapping out the days here, that if on Wednesday or Thursday we wind up closing below 325.10, I do think that is your clear indication for 297.86, where we can place a weekly low. I'll also, in the same idea, that if on Wednesday or Thursday we close below 325.10, then I think we have a likely weekly settlement below 340.80. So if you want to act early on a longer-term sell signal below 340.80, you could act early with a daily settlement below 325.10. I think then you're expecting 297.86 within a matter of days. But if we do wind up closing the week Friday below 340.80, I do think within a month or two, 248.76 is likely. This is a 2-year channel bottom. And I talked a lot about this last week until I think it was Wednesday of last week. We popped back and closed back above the low 340s. And that was a real stabilizer for the rest of the week. And here we are. So long-term position traders are long above 344.44, anticipating over the coming several months 506.91, and they are short then with a Friday settlement below 340.80. Now, if we close today below 340.80, I'm not crazy about being long. I just don't know if I want to go short yet. I want to see things play out. And on an intra-week basis, as I said a moment ago, that would be a settlement on any day below 325.10. But if you're just looking at the big picture, if you're just looking at the weekly chart, closing Friday below 340.80, we're expecting 248.76 within 1 to 2 months. Until then, holding above the low 340s, we're expecting 506.91 over the next 3 to 5 months. And on the way up, you've got a 2 to 3 week target in the low 400 region. I think that pretty much rounds it out. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Wednesday's Tesla. You have a great day.